Hello, welcome. You are watching Headset VR. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Wizarding World of Hogwarts. Now, if you just bear me a second, I just want to make sure that I'm actually set up and double check you can hear me. And it sounds like I'm coming through okay, and I'm not jittering or anything like that, because there have been a few issues with the mod, a few graphical issues where it's a little bit jittery, but in the headset it absolutely looks awesome. Okay, right, so at the start, before we get going, we're going to show you a few things that you need to do when you actually do boot this mod up. Now, I have got a setup video waiting to be published. I'll put that out in the next day or so. I mean, it's quite straightforward how to set it up, but I will do one anyway. So once you've got the game started and the mods installed, you press the button to get the menu back up. Well, that's the real VR mod, that is. And you make sure you've got the appropriate VR renderer set. For me, it's Oculus. We're playing on the Quest 2 here. But what you need to do is make sure the game FPS here and latency, you put that to 14 and then hit the apply button. Now, I've already done that, which is what I was doing just at the start when the game actually went live. And of course, well, for me, I need to make sure I enable OBS video capture. And that's pretty much it, really. Now, I know there are a few things that you can do to the graphic settings as well. Oh, wrong menu. So you press the P key and you go into, oh, where are they? Display options. Make sure you're in windowed full screen. VSync is off. Put your frame rate as uncapped, and make sure motion blur is off. And also, I mean, I've put these on chromatic aberration and film grain. I've turned those off as well. I believe there was another setting. Now, I've got the graphic settings on low at the moment. Let's put them on medium and see how we go with medium. I think that's probably going to be it. Oh, no, we don't leave anyway. Oh, it doesn't actually let me change the settings because I can't move the mouse key down. Oh. Which is a little bit on the frustrating side. See, I can't seem to change the settings here. Leave anyway. Yes, let's leave anyway. What will it allow me to change? No, it won't let me change because I can't seem to move the mouse pointer any further down there. So no, it looks like we're going to be stuck playing in low graphic settings, which is a little bit disappointing. Well, quite disappointing actually. Okay, well, we're just going to get on with the game. The graphic settings don't matter too much. It's more that we come here to have a little bit of a fool around and play about in the Wizarding World. Now, the game is played from a third-person perspective. Now, I'll be honest, the combat is not great really on keyboard and mouse. You really will get the best benefit from this playing on a gamepad, maybe even the Steam Deck. Now I play usually on a Steam Deck, but it seems that my mouse is limited to that position on the screen. I can't move any further down than that, which is a bit of an arse really. So we're just going to sit here and make a few potions first of all. But with the Wizarding World, it's not all straight and crafted. You have to wait a few seconds to actually get them done. So I just want to get a couple of healing potions. Now, I can actually get some of these Maxima potions. But for now, I think we're just going to go with healing potions. Now, surely there must be a way to craft more than that, but... well, it is what it is. Now, as you can see, all the other class members have all pissed off home already. And here's me stuck on my own. Now, if you do want to play this game in VR, now you'd need to be a Patreon of Luke Ross. And I believe it's about £10 UK sterling per month to actually play, but you only need to download the mod once. Of course, after a month runs out, you know, you won't get any additional updates or anything like that, but at least you can still play it in VR. It is worth doing because there's quite a selection of games on here. At the moment, obviously the most recent one is Hogwarts Legacy, which, as you can see here. So now let's just make this last Wigan World potion. And then from there we're just going to carry on and play the game. Now, like I say, usually as a rule, I tend to play on the Steam Deck. I find it far better now. I am determined to try this. I'm not really sure why it won't let me. Well, okay, I guess we're not. Okay, anyway, we're just gonna leave all this because we want to really play. So
that was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant.
Ooh.
I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
fantastic. Right, so we want to have a look at all the quest log. Let's press the P key. And we'll go to quests. And we'll see what quest we've got. Now, as you prepare your search for the final keeper, we have to do all of these things here. So, at the moment, I need to do a few assignments for a few teachers. So, currently I've got Beast class that needs going through. But what we're going to do is go through some of these assignments because I want to learn some new spells. So, first of all, we're going to do something that probably a lot of people would actually love to be doing. And that is going flying on a broomstick. So, we will go and find that quest there. Let's find the location on the map. Oh. It's a little bit trickier. Oh. Negotiating the map, it seems. Well, it seemed, I think the most recent, the recent update for Hogwarts Legacy seems to have bugged out the map itself. Can't seem to find where we want to go. And of course, what with the lack of use of a functioning mouse here properly, so we might well be doing quite a bit of running around here. Let's just travel there. And we're going to have to run the last bit of the way. But it seems that Luke has buggered the mod up a little bit. Because I'm not really able to
complete the tasks I've
run
given
around
you,
so
and then
well.
meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Well, that's a bit of a nuisance because I was actually just there. So I think what we're going to do, let's go back and get Defindo. I want to really just get on. Let's track that on the map. Right, how do I... Right, I suppose if I untrack some of these other quests... Is that being tracked? Is that being tracked? A few of these are being tracked. Right. Oh. So this is a bit of a nuisance, making the game a little bit trickier. Cheers, Luke. You've kind of supported me stream a little bit. Oh. So for okay, so that's the new one. Acquire and use an invisibility potion. Well, we'll come back to that. We do, obviously, I've not been reading the quest properly, so let's just track this quest, and we'll find our way to outside now. Oh. Now here's the problem, is how do we change through the different parts of the UI? Oh, I see, the F keys. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Right, so we'll just stick to that. And we're just gonna we'll just get going now. And if you press the V key, you can track where you're going by following the little golden trail, as you can see. As you can see, looking around, the school is just kind of pretty phenomenal to actually see. In VR as well, you can turn around and see how magnificent this big, massive school has been completely and utterly brought to life. Anyway, we're not here to like go up at the school because, well, because we're here to play the game a little bit. Now, I'm not going to do a massively long stream here. I may well just only do a full hour or so, because I do have prior engagements, and I did do some of this the other day, so I don't really want to keep on doing the same thing, although it is an absolutely fantastic game, I must be honest, and I am playing quite a lot of this on the Steam Deck at the moment. But with the mod, I'm sure it is something that that Luke will work on a little bit more. So although it doesn't run superbly, it isn't one of the best mods that he's done. But it is probably one of the quickest that he's actually brought out. So
This is the first year my sibling and I bought.
so it is a privilege to play this in VR. Although naturally, you know, we'd want it with full hand tracking and all that kind of thing. But we get head tracking. You know, the graphics do go a bit wobbly when you get outside, depending on your settings. Oh. And these pair, they keep fighting. So I just thought I'd point out, if you do pass these guys, they don't seem to like each other very much. Anyway, playing today on the Quest 2, and I've got a link over to the PC. Oh. Who is this little fella? Otherwise, I'm using a Ryzen 9 3900X CPU and an RX 6600 XT GPU with 32 gigabytes of RAM. Now, I do find there's not really any loading screens or anything like that when you do go through doors and that kind of thing. Oh. But we're going to check out what it's like in on a broomstick. Now, I remember the controls on the Steam Deck. Yeah,
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Well, you're welcome, Head. And I'll be honest, this is probably one of the most immersive VR mods I've ever played. It does really bring the world of Harry Potter completely alive. And honestly, there's so much here when you'll get like a painting will talk to you, a statue will talk to you, you'll hear other characters casting spells, you'll see books moving around off from shelf to shelf, that kind of thing. Right, so we need to have a little look at the map here. I don't want to sit and keep running for hours and hours, not knowing where we're going. Right, there we are. I don't know where we're supposed to go, because the map's completely shafted at the moment. I think the last mod update seems to have screwed up the some of the settings. Right, so let's go back, and we want to look at how we do certain something. Right, now I think this is it. Here we go. And we're on the broomstick. Now, I'm not going to fly too fast on here because I'm kind of more interested in having this perform well rather than whizzing around. Now, I've not really checked out going on a broom in VR, but I just want to make sure that watching this video, playing this, it doesn't give people motion sickness. But one thing it might give you is a sense of awe when you look at things like that, because that just looks absolutely fucking awesome. And let's have a bit of a swift fly around. I mean, just look how great that looks. Now, there is a little bit of a story here. It's not all sunshine and roses. Let's go a little bit higher and get to the astronomy tower. I say something, I do whether I'd have the stomach for one of these in real life. I mean, looking from up here is making me feel a bit ooh. But, well, I'm really pleased with it. Handles okay in VR. Although, as you can see in the distance, there's a lot of floating trees. The field of view perhaps might need messing around with. So, it doesn't look, well, at least in the headset, it doesn't look perfect. I don't know whether it's the same as what you're seeing here. Right, so I suppose, I guess in reality, we need to find out which way we're going. Woo! Speed boost. Oh, okay. So these are the balloons I've got to. Right, space bar is up. I didn't actually clock the controls for this, so I can only apologise for jumping into the settings repeatedly. But I'm that keen to just play that I'm not actually paying attention to what I should really be doing. So mounts. Here we go. Fly up is space. Down is control, and sprint is obviously shift. So there we go. And what we're supposed to do? Pop balloons over the Quidditch pitch. Whee! Well, let's pop that. Whoa, that was with my head. Oh, I missed that one. Oh. Oh. And I'm missing that one as well because I'm not actually catching what the brakes key is. Oh. Well, I think we need to know what the brakes are because, well, I'm flying around here like an asshat on the back of a broom, but I don't know how to stop. Mounts. Go down. Fly faster. Walk. The C key. Oh. Okay, well, let's... Well, let's give it a go then, shall we?
Hey you, Ravenclaw.
Oh, did that not pop it? Well, it seems potentially the only way I can really stop is by just getting off, I suppose. Oh. Can I actually get off? Oh, don't think I really want to get off down here. Ooh. Okay, well, I'll take that. I'm on the Quidditch pitch. Well, I need these balloons, and my brakes don't seem to be working. Perhaps, maybe, just maybe, I might need an MOT. Right, let's do this again a little bit slowly. So yeah, okay, the mod doesn't play perfect, but where else can you like sit on a broom and fly around? Well, nowhere really. So yeah, get yourself a controller. It plays perfect on a controller. Well, it plays perfect on the Steam Deck at least anyway. At least for me it did. Right, let's line myself up with this balloon over here. And like I said, we're going to do this kind of baby steps. So yeah, if you do want to play this, my advice is highly avoid playing on mouse and keyboard. It's quite fiddly. Oh, I need one more around the Quidditch pitch. Can we see one more balloon? But I'll be honest, it is fantastically immersive. It really is. It just needs a little bit more polish. I do believe it is something that Luke's working on. But like I said, I think it was quite rushed when it came out. Right, so we need to find Hogsmeade now. And I don't even know where I'm going on the map. Right. I think that's Hogsmeade over there. Yeah, I think this is Hogsmeade, this direction. But it's a lot easier to control on the deck it was than it is on mouse and keyboard. So I can't express how important it is, if you do want to play this mod, to make sure that you get yourself a controller, play the controller, because it's, you know, you want that kind of arcade-ish kind of feel, to be able to turn quickly, cast spells quickly, that kind of thing. So I am going to probably be avoiding combat here just because it's so fiddly on mouse and keyboard. You can't enter while mounted. Pop balloons over Hogsmeade Station. So, where is Hogsmeade Station then? There's an invisible wall there. I'm not. But this is just great, just flying over the area of. Oh, there we are. The area of Hogsmeade. Let's get all these balloons. So I do apologise if what you're seeing looks a little bit jittery here. I mean, it is a little bit jittery in my headset, but I think that might be because of the recent update. It was a hell of a lot smoother last time I played in VR. Oh. Well, that's 3. Let's have a look around for 2 more. Oh. Oh. Oh, I did see one just. Oh, and there's another one there. Oh, missed it. Oh. Oh, I see. Now I know this is the station they all come into. Oh. Hogsmeade Railway Station. I didn't know that. Oh, is the dark wizards and witches up here? Right, so yeah, I'll be honest, it's probably not the best idea to stay on the train line. I mean, it might well be worth coming back to this at a later stage. Because at the moment, the state the mod is at the moment, it plays. But there's quite a few things that are a little bit bugged for it. Like, I can't seem to slow down. Then when I can slow down, it appears to be just completely dismounting the broom, which is a shame. Because it is a fabulous game. Even if you're not a fan of Harry Potter, it's worth just checking out. Just to see the immersion that's brought in. I mean, can we actually... Oh! I've torn it now. Once you hit that shift key, it seems that I can't do anything to slow down, which is a bit of a nuisance. So I'm having to dismount and remount. And go in slowly. So, yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. But hey, it's a fantastic world, and well, you know what? I'm really loving playing this, to be honest. I am really loving playing it. Although this is starting to look a little bit on the jittery side. Right, so let's hurry up and do this, and we can get off the oh, done it again. Let's just get off that. It's causing it to be a little bit wobbly, and I don't want a piss poor video, because that's how it's looking when I'm flying around. Right, so yeah, my advice is wait till the mods maybe got a couple more updates, and yeah, just check it out then. But I mean, for now, it's worthwhile, like say, jumping into the game, having a bit of a wander around. But it's a little frustrating that that the menus aren't properly interactive, and also you can't do things like flying around on the broom. So Luke, I think you might need to work on the mod a little bit more, my friend. There's still a few things that need ironing out for it to be comfortable to play in VR. At least for me. I mean, I can't move the menus around very well, so it can be a little bit difficult to actually interact with some of the options menus and that kind of thing, which, well, can perhaps spoil the game a little bit, but obviously, yeah, there's still some things you can do. So you can walk around Hogwarts, you can have a bit of a view around of some of the areas, but combat can be a little bit, because you can't properly aim there. So if I hold the, I mean, even if I put it into first person, so yeah, the combat can be quite tricky when you can't aim or auto aim. And like I say, it does look a little wobbly. Not as good as it looked the other day when we were playing this live. But otherwise, looking round at this fantastically immersive world, it's something that you do definitely want to get your hands on as and when you get the opportunity. I mean, just looking at some of the bits of the settings, the world itself is just unbelievable. Honestly, it really is one of the best game worlds I've actually come across playing a game. And every time I was playing, I kept turning around to the wife. Hey, look at this! Look what I am! I've just gone to a dark arts class! Or look at this! Look at this! Oh, I'm in the astronomy tower! Or look at this! I'm in Hogsmeade! Or look at this! I'm insert, particular. It's quite a fascinating game to play, because, like I said, the wife's a massive Harry Potter fan, but I'm not. I wouldn't say a massive Harry Potter fan. I've seen the films. I've never read the books or anything. But yeah, like I say, it's quite exciting to play. So I think on this note, I'm just going to leave the video as we are. I don't want to play around too much and spoil the potential attraction to this mod, but it is definitely something I would highly recommend getting. Look out for more updates. Maybe just keep your eye on it for now. I'll put a link in the description to Luke Ross's Patreon, so you can keep your eyes on it. Make sure and check out for other updates. If you do have an Nvidia card, it does play in AER V2, which should give you a better performance. Now, I have seen some settings, well, some what's the word? Some people doing certain things to the INI files, the game settings, to improve game performance. Now, I'm not sure whether that's something that will work here, particularly with a VR mod, but maybe it could. I'll perhaps give it a go after this stream after I finish this stream, and maybe add it into the video, record some footage of it, show you how to do it, what's what. Because like I say, I've got a setup guide coming showing you how to play it in VR maybe it'll be worthwhile adding that in just for now. But otherwise, like I say, I'm going to keep this quite short, because like I say, I'm not getting the quality performance I was hoping for today, particularly when jumping around on the broomstick, and I think that was why I'd actually left it where I'd left it last night, because it's broomstick time. Well, and we've not really had a chance to really enjoy it. You can't really appreciate it when the way I was actually playing it just now. So I'm going to leave the video here and just say thank you for watching. You've been watching Headset VR playing Hogwarts Legacy in VR using the Lucross Real VR mod. Like I say, keep your eyes out for more updates. I'm sure the quality of this mod will improve. Well, at least I hope it does, because I'm really enjoying playing the game in flat screen in VR. It's just that naughty treat that you know you shouldn't have, but you really can't help it. That's what this is. And I would like to appreciate some of the other things in VR that I've only really been able to appreciate in flat screen, such as the combat, the broomstick flying as well. But it's just all the little cool things that just made this world just so believable and so immersive. And like I say, putting it in VR, just honestly, this world, if you can get this quality of mod that we had, like for say Cyberpunk, it does rival the world of Cyberpunk for me, I believe. But like I say, we need improvements on this VR mod. Otherwise, like I say, thanks for watching. This is Headset VR playing Hogwarts Legacy using the Lucross VR mod. If you like what you've seen so far, hit the like button. If you want to see more VR related content from Headset VR, obviously hit the subscribe button. You'll see everything that's coming out. And I will have a couple of new things. Well, I will have a couple of different things coming out later in the week. We're not going to stick to playing Hogwarts Legacy, although I would love to, but if the performance isn't performing that great in VR at the moment, then it's not really fair to dangle a carrot in front of everybody to play this and see it in VR. But otherwise, if you do make any comments about this video or any other videos or anything you want to ask me, I do reply to every single comment that's made on all of my videos. May not be straight away, but I will reply to everything, unless of course you make dick comments, in which case you won't get a response. So again, I just want to say thanks for watching. Take your time to watch through the previous stream. That was a lot better quality. This one's obviously the updated one, so it doesn't seem to run as well as the previous one. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to leave it here and just say enjoy your evening, and thanks for taking the time to sit down and watch.